Hey, my name is Michael, and this video is about my thinking around production recently, because I have been into this process of being much more vulnerable, also in public, but also wanting to create content and articles and podcasts and videos like this and Facebook Live, for example, to to be in service and to give value to my tribe and to my audience, to the people that can resonate with what I'm talking about. And I'm sure that a lot of people will resonate with this video, because it's really about having this effortless production that I really want to have more of the time. And now I thought that, okay, it's time to make something, to create something. And what's no better way of doing that than doing it just a simple video like this. And let's see if I can upload this in YouTube. And I've been struggling about thinking around, because I'm very active in CrossFit. And to my surprise, because I just started with this particular sport when I was 40, but I've always been doing calisthenics, and I've been doing all kinds of activities, surfing and running and going to the gym, uh, amongst other things, my entire life. I was playing tennis when I was much younger, and but I can't believe why I didn't get into CrossFit much earlier. And the sport actually started in 2009, so that's I wasn't really conscious about the sport back in 2009. But anyways, and now I'm really happy for the sport, because I'm feeling so. Feel it's so fun, and it's hard work, but it's really healthy, and it's fun, and I think that you should do things that are fun and healthy. And as long as it's fun, you should just keep on doing it. And recently I've been struggling on this thing, because I'm getting stronger, and I want to create stuff. And usually I work out in the afternoon, in the evening, and I'm picturing myself creating stuff after I've been to the gym, after being to the CrossFit gym. And sometimes that is not the case, because after I'm making dinner, I am kind of like so kind of relaxed within myself, or tired in my body. So sometimes I do get to create stuff and getting in the flow. It really depends on how hard the workout has been that that day. And but I guess that my insight is that you should. I've been following like my conditioning towards this, and I've been going to this rewilding guide training program with Rahina and Angus the last 6 months. That has really helped me, and really saw how I've been limiting myself, and I don't want to do that anymore. And I'm not gonna do that anymore. So my biggest insight into this is that follow my heart is really what's coming up to me when I'm thinking about doing stuff that you want to do, and that your hearts want to do, and not following your conditioning. That helps me a lot, and I feel like I'm much more not in control. Like before, I was much more in control, in a way that I was like thinking, oh, now I should go home from the gym, or now I should write something. If you're listening to the words I'm saying, like should, and the should is coming up from the personal thinking, and it's not really inspired. So now I should be doing a blog post. I should have come further in my coaching business. I should have having this 30-day experience platform made already. I should have made all these videos for this platform already. But I catch myself having this thinking, and then my biggest insight and shift in perspective on this is that I can just follow my true nature and my heart, and that is so wonderful because it's well, it's changing the game totally, because then I can just do whatever that I want, and as much as I want, because I can always adjust in the moment when I'm listening to the wisdom and the thinking I have in the moment. I can just adjust. I know I will know when to go home. I will know when to do like a video like this. I will just know when I need to be social and not work so hard with yeah, let's say I've been like last week I was no this week I mean I was working, I think it was 8 hours straight or something in front of the laptop before I was going to the gym, and that's not very healthy either. But I just know inside of myself, like you should know, that we have an inner guiding system that is telling us what to do next, and that is so wonderful, and that is such a gift to just trust in that inner knowing, to know what to do next. And well, that's been really helpful, because then I know that how much people are spending the life in their own personal thinking and in their conditioning. And what I mean by conditioning is like all the things that we've been taught, or and all the programmed thinking we have about life, or about our job, or about a certain area in your life. And yeah, it is really easy to get in your head about stuff in life. It could be trying to analyze a date, or it could be trying to analyze like, why did I get so tired today at the gym, or whatever you're analyzing. And then I just know that a lot of people are living in this conditioning where they think they know how to be in life, and and they wouldn't know that that's the very thing that is burning them out. All that thinking, all that program thinking is actually burning us out when we are trusting our rational mind much more than our intuitive mind. And when you're trusting our rational, logical, mechanical mind much more than our true nature, and then our heart, and then our intuitive mind, that's when we get burned out, and that's when we get real tired. And we want to see the difference inside ourselves, to not do that too much, or talk with people, and be conscious about, or be aware about, like, what people are giving us back as signals. So yeah, let's say that you are going to your girlfriends, or friends in general, and they will try to tell you something about how much you work, and then it's probably a good idea to listen to that, because that information is coming from somewhere, and maybe it's a signal of us taking we should take much better care of ourselves, you see. And that's what we are kind of listening to, that rational side of our brain. You can call it the left brain if you want to. It's a lot of research on this, talking about the right and the left brain, but and that is also supporting what I'm talking about in this video. But yeah, if it's the left brain, and we are trusting this rational mind where you should follow plans all the time, and follow raw mechanics or logical all the time, well then sometimes it works, because then the only way that works is because we fall into the moment. So let's say I'm planning my schedule for Monday. I want to work for 4 hours, and then I want to go to a dance class, and I want to go to a CrossFit class, and then I want to work 4 hours more, and then I want to go to dinner with some friends, and then I want to work some more before I go to bed. But well, the only way that would work without exhausting yourself is that you would be in a moment and actually enjoying yourself. But let's say that every day was like that you want to fill up your day like that with 10 hours work, dinner with friends, and not miss a dance class, or not miss a new thing that you want to learn class, and you want to go to the gym in the morning, or in the middle of the day, or in the evening, and you want to catch up with your family and on the phone, and you want to stuff kind of all that kind of things in 1 week. And yes, so some weeks we have much more flow, we are much more intuitive, we are much more in the moment, and that's why it works to fill in the weeks like that naturally. But most of the time it doesn't work like that, and we are not built to plan every detail of our lives. In my opinion, we are not. And for me, that's common sense. We are not built for planning every detail and following it. And so that's why we are getting real tired, and when we do. So I just wanted to be conscious about that, and that's not really a thing that I have recently, but maybe it's a reason why I'm talking about this. I want to talk to you about like following your heart. That's as my huge insights about life, because when we are following our hearts, then we can deviate. We can go to a different direction. We can stay longer in a dance class because we don't have to hurry to the next meeting. We don't have to hurry back home or back to the office for 4 hours of work, and because we're following the moment, and we're following what's true to us right now, and forgetting the time. And then you would say that, okay, but that's not a very serious way of living life if you're forgetting about time. Well, what if life is not meant to be so serious, and what if you would have much more fun actually getting to know new people while you're staying in the dance class? So I was in this kizomba class 2 weeks ago, and I stayed after the class, and then I even walked a girl, a new friend, home. And I don't think I was home before like maybe 10 p.m. that evening. And then I'm going to work. I was writing an article that evening, and having a late dinner even. But that was great, because that fueled up my soul, that those 2-3 hours away from my work really fueled up my soul. So then you could ask me, that's great, Michael. I see your point. It's good to fuel up your soul, but what if I actually have deadlines, and I have to get back to the office or back home to work remote from home, and I have a lot of things that I have to get ready for the day tomorrow. Then, well, then you should listen to your inner knowing. You will know when you know. to go home. And the point is that we don't have to control everything. Like if you had a Zoom meeting with your boss 7 p.m. and the dance class was 6, then I would. I'm just using a dance class for as an example. It could be anything, basically. But then I would ask. I would see if it's possible to postpone that meeting, or maybe have that meeting 8 o'clock instead of 7, because we want to be honest with our workplace too. Like I have a life outside of work, and I this Wednesday I actually have a dance class at 6. So it would be really great if we could do this meeting at 8 p.m. or maybe the day after at 8:30 a.m. So it's really important to be honest with yourself, with what you want, and also it's important to be honest with your boss on that you have actually having a life and outside of work. And but if you can't do that and you're following your conditioned thinking, then maybe have a program telling yourself that I should live up to this image of myself. Let's say that I am always doing what I should do. I'm always what do you call this? Yeah, I'm always good at my job. I always follow. I always reach my goals, and well, if you are a person like that, then you are kind of setting yourself up for failure and kind of setting yourself up for not having not being fulfilled. And I know that a lot of people don't understand what I'm talking about, because they have an opinion about themselves that they are being fulfilled, or they are doing right in life. Like this guy I met in Bali. He was in IT, and I don't think I met anyone that is so much up in his head than him. But he was bragging to me about his life in Bali, and that his life was perfect, but he didn't know what I was talking about with being fulfilled. What is that, Because he was following his programs, and according to his programs in his mind, he was doing everything right, and he was comparing his life to other people. And not only he thought that he was doing everything right in his own programs, in his own head, he was also comparing his life to other people. So he was kind of lost in that way, because he was as I see it, he wasn't really not in the moment so much. He was just doing things that he thought would be good in his life, and but when actually he was not living in his own terms. He was not living for himself. He was living from ideas about how life should be, if that makes sense. And living from ideas on how life should be, that's what I mean. Instead of just living in the moment and take things as it comes, and take the feeling in and enjoy your life, and just be fulfilled, because fulfillment and enjoyment is something that is very natural, and it's something that's built in for being natural feelings for human beings. And yeah, that's what I want to say about it, because it's when we slow down to the pace of life, that's when we actually enjoy life. But when we not slowing down, then that's when we are up in concepts and ideas, much more. But if you're slowing down to life, and like me, like I'm following my heart much more now. Not that I didn't before, but now I'm much more like open. Let's call it open, and trusting. The, I'm having a trust and faith in that, in the unknown, and following that it will make sure that I'm having all the creation I need to get out my projects, because I do have a lot of things that I want to do, and but following that feeling inside of me, instead of so from this part instead of this part, that's actually something that is something I can trust, and that's when I do produce something effortless, is from that place. And yeah, so that's why I have been like, okay, am I, like, how far can I take CrossFit? Like, that's just my thinking, and I do want to get as far as possible, but while at the same time, I have this living, as a transformative coach, and it's really important to like get my job done, and I have also like nice goals, even though I can stay connected to the moment, and reflect and not expect anything. I do have goals, even though I can reflect and change it. For instance, I'm gonna write a book in English as a goal, and yeah, in general, just give just a lot of value, and in different kind of formats, and that's gonna be fun and exciting. So, and but I just realized I don't have to struggle between those two. I can just follow life. I can just let life live me, live me, and take the lead. Didn't that sound wonderful? Letting life live me and take the lead. I think that's something everybody wants, and that's really about losing the control. Because the control is coming from the ego, from the personal mind, and by doing that, then I will just know what to do in every moment. So now I want to go doing a workout, or now I want to go to a co-working space and work for 4 hours, or now I just want to have dinner with a good friend, like, or now I want to travel. So instead of like planning, because a lot of people are planning a lot, and we live in a society that we really like to plan a lot, if that makes sense. And there's nothing wrong with planning, but it really gets really tiring if you're gonna have to follow every plan and not listening to ourselves. And that's my point. If you're not listening to ourselves at all, then it's gonna be really tiring for your mind and for your body, because the body is affected by the mind, and so it's a different way, and that's living much more with ease, and living much more effortless. And that's actually what I'm teaching in this transformative coaching that I am been teaching for the last 8 years, and it's wonderful, and it's such a gift for people, and it's such a game changer for people to learn to live from this effortless place, live much more from the heart, and live much more with ease. So yeah, I'm gonna create more videos like this, and I hope this was of value to you, and I'll see you again soon.